number one thing that as I transitioned out of my PhD into the world of business that I needed to like really spend time on is on people management. So, I mean, there's a reason why professors on average, okay, look, there's of course excellent professors who are excellent managers, but the average faculty is not trained in people management. And so the average faculty member is not a great people manager, right? And so that was like by far the skill set that I too needed to develop, was just getting better at the skills of people management, which is a very important, and it's a skill set that you have to actually work on, right? It's not, it doesn't come automatic to anybody. And so I think that that was like the single biggest thing that I needed to work on as I made the switch from academia into the world of business.
And like on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is horrible, let's say like 1 is early day Steve Jobs, and 10 is that guy was a dick. But and 10 is like when he 10 is like a I don't know, like Dale Carnegie, like the guy who wrote the book on how to win friends and influence others. So like, where do you think you are right now without any delusions of grandeur? Like, where in terms of people?
I think I went from like a 4 to an 8.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is what I would say. Yeah. Because I think I went to the point at which I understood enough about like what is actually important to others. Now, the parts for me that are still challenging are, it is very hard for me to have like very high emotion or empathy conversations. I'm just a more sort of mellow personality. And generally, for me, I develop intimacy through work as opposed to through like having personal conversations, right? And so those dimensions are where sort of like I get a -2. And so now I'm on an 8. Yeah.
That's fair. I think it's also it's probably a very effective way to get to know someone though, you know? Like sometimes someone could say, hey, I'm great at this, but you can, if you're working with them, you see it. So it might be just like a very self-serving, you're cutting right to the meat of it.
Yeah. Yeah. And for me at least, and I find this with the people who I get along with the best, is developing intellectual intimacy is actually a really great way to get to know somebody, right? We spend the majority of our awake time working. And so it's like no secret that intellectual intimacy is something that people look for, right? I mean, that's why people listen to podcasts like this one, right? It's because intellectual stimulation is actually something that people like seek, they look for.